This season, Ja Morant has taken his game to a whole new level. The Memphis Grizzlies want all the smoke. Today's video, I'm going to be partaking in a 5-year sim just to see what would happen if the Memphis Grizzlies teamed Zion Williamson from the New Orleans Pelicans and Ja Morant. This will be a 5-year. We will be reviewing all statistics. If you guys would love to see Zion and Ja on the same team, please comment down below. How many championships would they win as a duo? These two have an opportunity to run the league. And man, I would not be surprised if down the line, these two linked up. Hey guys, what is up? And welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. I hope you guys enjoyed the intro. Yes, we're going to be adding Zion Williamson to the Memphis Grizzlies for a 5-year sim. Yeah, so a little bit of a challenge. We know that Ja Morant and Zion are good friends, close friends. And man, it'd be exciting to see Zion Williamson and Ja Morant team up on the same team. This will be an exciting little, look to the future. We know how good the Memphis Grizzlies are playing this year and how good Ja Morant has been. But imagine adding a healthy Zion Williamson. So, we are going to be turning off injuries for this simulation. So, the league is going to be completely healthy. You're going to see a full healthy team. So, I will be the GM of the Memphis Grizzlies. So, for the first line of order, which we need to do, we actually need to get Zion Williamson. So, we're going to make the trade. And let's get this simulation underway. Okay, so we're at the trade. And I feel this is a realistic trade. I feel like New Orleans would not settle for anything less than Jackson Jr. So we're going to be sending Jackson Jr. across to the to the New Orleans Pelicans for Zion Williamson. So we are going to be getting a healthy Zion Williamson. Like I said, there'll be no injuries turned on for this video. Jackson Jr. will go to the New Orleans Pelicans, and we are going to be getting Zion Williamson. Oh, yeah. So what we're going to do is, as soon as Zion joins the team, we are going to sign him to a 5-year max deal. Ja Morant will also be signed to a 5-year max deal, so they cannot leave. We're going to simulate years 1 to 5, 1 to 5. And, whatever happens, happens. How many championships do the Memphis Grizzlies get? Do these two both make All-Stars for the next 5 years? What would they actually do if these two players linked up? It'd be so interesting to see Ja Morant and Zion, probably the two biggest high-flying athletes that we've got at the minute in the NBA when, Zion is healthy. So, trade will go through. Okay, so Zion Williamson. Zion averaged 27 last season. We will be starting this from the start of this year. Ja Morant averaged 19, and we know the jump that he's taken this year with the Memphis Grizzlies. He is an all-star. Zion Williamson will go into the starting lineup. We're also going to have Steven Adams, Desmond Bane also. I'm actually interested to see how well this Memphis Grizzlies team is going to go. I'm going to allow the computer to make all the decisions for us. If there's any trades and they need to make them, they will make them. This is a Ja Morant, Zion Williamson 5-year sim. So we're going to start with year number 1. And we're going to go straight to their first game together. So, man, their first game is against the Los Angeles Clippers at Los Angeles. And, we're into the second quarter here. I'd love to play with these two. And Zion has 16. So, Zion is 8 from 12 from the field. Ja Morant is 6 and 5 so far. So, Ja Morant started a bit slow. But this Memphis Grizzlies team in their first game with Zion Williamson, who is absolutely balling. This one could go right down to the wire. This is definitely a close game. 112, 114. Maybe we've got to jump in and see their first game. But Zion Williamson and the Grizzlies get the job done. So Zion finished with 36. Ja Morant went to 24 and 11. Their first official game together. 36, Zion Williamson. Oh my goodness. We'll get to around Christmas Day of year 1. Actually, we'll go to All-Star break of year 1. We'll see how these two are faring. Zion Williamson and Ja Morant team up. Okay, so we've reached our first All-Star break with Zion and Ja Morant. And yes, both Zion and Ja are All-Stars. So Ja Morant is a reserve. He's a first-time All-Star. And Zion Williamson, 2-time All-Star, is a starter for Team Stephen. So at the All-Star break of year number 1, the Memphis Grizzlies are 46 and 9. Oh my goodness. 46 and 9. They are absolutely balling at the minute as we look at the player stats. Zion Williamson is averaging 29, basically 30 a night, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. Ja Morant is averaging 21 points. He's around 5 rebounds and around 7 assists a night as well. So Ja and Zion, a crazy, crazy duo at the moment. And man, they would have to be right up there for some awards, award races. So Zion is second in the most valuable player in year 1 after being traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. As we go down here, any other Memphis Grizzlies feature in here. So Zion having himself an absolute year. We'll get to the end of year 1. Man, could this Memphis Grizzlies team win a championship in year number 1? We'll find out. So end of the season, Zion is beaten by Giannis. Giannis wins the most valuable player. Cade Cunningham was the rookie of the year. Kevin Love, 6th man of the year for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, wow. K Love was traded from the Cleveland Cavs. Giannis was defensive player of the year. Most improved player was Daniel Gafford. Taylor Jenkins, coach of the year. Oh, boy. And Cody Toole. So, having a really, really good season. We finished with the first seed as we go through and have a look at the All-NBA first team. And Zion didn't even make All-NBA first team. Did he make All-NBA second? Wow. Okay, that's very interesting. So Zion Williamson was like in the running for MVP and he made All-NBA third team. Okay, so Zion did finish with around 30 a night. Man, he would have been close to that most valuable player award. But okay, we are here and we are ready to go for the first year of our playoff run. So 65-17. My goodness, this Memphis team is really, really good. As we go and have a look at the league leaders. I do need to see the league leaders. That is one thing I'm very interested in. And it was Luka Doncic and Bradley Beal. Man, they are absolute ballers. Zion Williamson, almost 30 a night. Stephen Curry also was very, very good. As we can simulate the play-in. So, we actually got the first seed. So, we're taking on Denver in the first round. So, Zion and Ja will have a chance to go through to their first... let's see what they can do in the playoffs. So, first game is a dub. Okay, we'll take it. Is it? Oh, my word. Oh, my word. They're going to sweep the Nuggets. The Grizzlies sweep the Nuggets. Oh, my God. League leaders. Zion, still 30 a night for Zion in the playoffs. He is absolutely balling. And Ja Morant, 21. Dylan Brooks, 16. This is a really good young Memphis team. I honestly feel I can win some NBA playoff games. As we go down. So the next round, the Minnesota Timberwolves make it through. And Mini take game 1. Memphis take game 2. Game 3 to Memphis. Game 4 to Memphis. Oh, Mini. Do they go to the... Alright, so Memphis go through to the Western Conference Finals to take on the Phoenix Suns. And out in the East, you've got Brooklyn and Milwaukee. Wow. So, Zion is still balling though. I think he is. I think he's up to... he's around 28 a night. Ja Morant, 21 and 5. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Phoenix Suns and the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's see what happens. Memphis take game 1. Oh, Phoenix tie the series 1-1. Okay, game 3. Game 3 goes to Phoenix. Oh no, Phoenix are a chance to get Memphis out of the first. This will be the final round. Memphis get off to a hot start. I feel like it's gonna go right down to the wire. Phoenix are 1 game away from the NBA Finals. Oh, Memphis are fighting back. They are fighting back. We're gonna see if we can get them back. Oh, Memphis is gonna run away with this. I think Memphis are gonna run away. Oh, this is very tight. Lead this series 3-1, and CP3 knocks it down. 30 seconds will run off the clock, and they're going to get the job done. So let's see if Memphis can force a game 7. Oh, they do. Oh, Memphis and Phoenix. Wow, this is for a chance to play in the NBA Finals against the Brooklyn Nets. Here we go, and Phoenix are off to a hot start. They're out to a really good start. This is a tight game, though. This is a very, very tight game. Memphis are fighting back. Wow. Zion and Ja, their first NBA Finals. Can they get there together? This is a very, very tight game. And you know what? We're going to jump in. Ja gets the screen off Zion. Morant misses. And he's got a foul. He's got a foul, but they're not in the bonus. So having the first seed led the Memphis Grizzlies in year 1 to lose game 7 on their home floor. Morant had 36, wow, and Zion 32. But it's a Phoenix-Brooklyn finals, and Brooklyn win the NBA championship. Kevin Durant, 30 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Okay, so we're going to get ready. We're going to go to year number 2, so let's fast forward. Okay, year number 2, Memphis Grizzlies, Zion and Ja, the Western Conference Finals. Zion averaged 29. It's basically 30 points on the dot for the Memphis Grizzlies in his first year. Ja Morant was 21. They were both All-Stars, Western Conference Finals. Their roster remained basically the same. They did pick up Victor Oladipo. I'm not too sure if there actually was major roster changes throughout the league. I mean, I know that James Harden was a free agent in year number 2. I mean, wow, Cole Anthony, he's rising. But yeah, I don't think there was wow, Kyrie Irving's not on the Nets. Where did Kyrie go? So Kyrie, unvaxxed, went to the Spurs? Okay, that's definitely interesting. They also got Nurk as well. Where did James Harden end up? That's what I'm interested in. James Harden stayed with the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, he wanted to trade there. Surely he stayed with them, and he did. Okay, so James Harden did stay with a 5-year, $212 million deal. Okay, same as last time. Let's get to the All-Star break. Let's have a look at Ja Morant and Zion Williamson's stats and see how well this Memphis Grizzlies team is. Okay, year number 2, All-Stars. Zion is an All-Star again, and so is Ja. So, I mean, that's another All-Star for them too. That's 2 All-Stars in a row. LaMelo Ball, Darius Garland, wow, Jared Allen, Shai. I mean, you're gonna see some new All-Stars rise in these All-Star games. I mean, LeBron James is a 19-time All-Star, so he's gonna have another one next year, no doubt. Now let's go have a look at the Memphis Grizzlies and see how they are going. 34 and 20. Wow, Sacramento. Who's on their team? Fox. Well, they got Levine. Oh my God, Diallo, Sabonis, and wow, I don't know how they got Zach LaVine, but okay. We are 33 and 19, so we're still not playing as good as basketball as we were last year. I mean, at this stage, at this point, but we go through to player stats, and we'll see how our players are going. So, Zion was another, 29. Ja Morant's gone up to around 25 a night. So, Ja Morant is starting to come. He's starting to roll. 97 overall. Zion is a 94. He's averaging around 30 a night still. Victor Oladipo, who joined the team, is averaging around 14. So Zion and Ja are leading this team yet again. Let's go look at the award races. Can Zion steal a MVP? You got Luka, 36 a night. My word, Luka Doncic going crazy. Zion Williamson is still there. He's 29 a night. Rookie of the year. We don't really know any of these players, so we have to go through. Kevin Love, again, he's having a really good year in the actual NBA. Defensive Player of the Year, Ben Simmons of the Brooklyn Nets. Oh, my goodness. And Most Improved Player, James Wiseman's in there. Very interesting. Okay, let's get to the end of the season. Let's see how well this team does in the playoffs. Okay, so Luka Doncic, Most Valuable Player. No real surprises there. Gafford was the 6th Man of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Is that his 3rd Most Valuable Player? I mean, it's got to be his 3rd Defensive Player of the Year. He has got, 3 Defensive Player of the Year. Wow, look at that resume from Giannis. James Wiseman, the Most Improved Player. Taylor Jenkins, again, of the Memphis Grizzlies, was the Coach of the Year. Now, All-NBA First Team, no. Oh, Ja Morant. Wow, Ja and Zion both made All-NBA teams. Okay, so they're starting to make their moves. I like it. I actually like it quite a lot. Let's simulate the play-ins, and let's get this ready for the NBA season. Okay. NBA playoffs, and we're playing Denver again. So if we go through and have a look at NBA standings, we finish with a league best 57 and 25. So Ja and Zion really leading the way. Let's go to season stats, and Zion 29, so he's almost at 30, and Ja Morant 24. Man, I feel like Ja Morant is going to take a major step in year number 3. I'm excited to see, but let's see what happens. Let's go through. Let's simulate this round. Memphis get through. So Memphis take on Phoenix in the Western Conference Final rematch. Okay. First game goes to Memphis. Second game to Memphis. Third game to Memphis. A sweep. Memphis sweep the Phoenix Suns after losing to them last year. As we go through, now Ja Morant is up to 25 a night. So Ja is leading the way. Let's get through. So, wow. Okay, so Mini are through. So who's Mini got on their roster? I'm interested to see who's on Mini's roster as we go through. D'Angelo, Noel, Edwards, Vanderbilt. So, I mean, just a young team. Kevin Love off the bench. DiVincenzo on the bench as well. Let's have a look. So, this is where we lost last year. This is where we lost last year. We take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. Oh, Memphis. Oh, Mini. And Grizzlies go to the finals. Now, who will they be taking on the Bucks? So, in year number 2 of Zion and Ja, they are in the NBA Finals. You would not read about it. Okay, first game to the Bucks. Second game to Grizzlies. Third game to Grizzlies. Oh, it's all tied. Oh, the Grizzlies could go through and win the championship here. This would be year number 2. And they've jumped the Bucks early. Okay. Oh my word. It's the third quarter and they're up by 30. So in year number 2, it only took 2 years. But I think Memphis may get home and win the NBA championship. Williamson is an NBA player. And they are, in year number 2, NBA champions. Yes, can you believe it? This is interesting, man. It's only year number 2 and they are the NBA champions. Oh my goodness. It's exciting. I mean, it really, really is exciting as we go through here. Have a look at this. The live watch party from the FedEx Forum. They are going crazy there. Oh my goodness. There is the NBA Larry O'Brien. How many more will they get? We've got 3 more years in this sim. Will they get any more? That is the question. Adam Silver there giving the NBA champion speech. Now, we're not going to go through every NBA championship if they do keep winning. I mean, I'm excited to see who wins the most valuable player of the finals MVP. But here they are, the Memphis Grizzlies, the NBA champion Memphis Grizzlies in year number 2. Sheesh. And the most valuable player, who does that go to? To Zion. So Zion Williamson is the most valuable player. He came across to join Ja. They traded Jaren Jackson Jr. And this is only the beginning. The Memphis Grizzlies. So Zion Williamson. The Brooklyn Nets did get the NBA championship in 2021, 2022. Zion and Durant, the finals MVPs. You know what it is? All-Star break. Let's get there. Okay, year number 3. And finally, Ja Morant is a all-star starter. Yes, that is correct. Ja is an all-star starter. Zion is a 4-time starter. And man, this Memphis Grizzlies team is just rolling at the moment. 41-11. 41-11. Let's have a look at the season stats. And wow, Zion has gone to 34 a night. Ja Morant is at 28. Man, oh man, I don't even know what to say. I mean, if we go through here, have a look at this. Oh my word. So I am going to stop this after the 5 years, but I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, he's gone from 21, 24 to 28. I mean, he's got to be a chance for most improved as we go and look at the award races as we go. So Zion Williamson is, I mean, Luka's averaging 37, and Ja Morant's even in the most valuable player talk. These two are just balling at the moment. I feel like Ja Morant's got to be in the most improved player as well. I mean, even Xavier Tillman's in there. Okay, that's interesting. But we'll get to end of season 3. This Memphis team is a juggernaut. Hey, okay, so Zion is the most valuable player. 34, 10, and 4. Wow, Zion wins his first MVP, year number 3 with the Memphis Grizzlies after coming off a finals MVP. Giannis, his 4th defensive player of the year. And Taylor Jenkins, another coach of the year for Taylor Jenkins. Man, he is having himself a really good coaching career so far. Zion, All-NBA first team. Surely Ja gets second team. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, does Ja get second? Yeah, Ja got second. So Ja Morant did get All-NBA second team, which I'm really happy with. I mean, this is who's Victor? Wow, okay, was he draft? Oh, okay, he's a rookie, but man, he's balling. But we are, I mean, we're ready. We're ready again. Couldn't they go back to back? OKC in the first round, but let's go and have a look at this. I mean, I want to see what Ja was averaging near the end of the season. 28-9 for Ja. He is having. I mean, look at Zion though, the most valuable player. 34 a night. Sheesh, that is wild. Let's simulate this round. Let's see what happens with OKC. And oh my word, oh my god, I thought we were gonna get eliminated. Houston? Who's Houston got on their roster? I mean, they're a young team. John Wall, Jalen Noel, Jalen Green. Grant is in Houston. Okay, interesting. Let's see what happens. And we sweep them. Okay, and we take on Mini again. So Mini have got that same lineup. Anthony Edwards, Carlton Towns. I think Kevin Love may have retired, or he's just been traded. But let's see what happens. Mini take game 1. Mini take game 2. Mini take game 3. Oh, Memphis bounce back. Oh, the Pistons are in the finals. What? Dennis Schroeder, Cade's at 91. Marvin Bagley. And they got Porzingis now as well. Man, we're trying to force game 7. Ah, we're eliminated. Okay, so after a finals win and an MVP, it's a Minnesota-Detroit finals. Oh my god, that is disgusting to look at. But let's have a look at the playoffs, the league leaders in playoffs. And you got Zion, you got Ja Morant. So Zion still averaged around 31. Trae Young averaged 42 for the first round. They were swept. Oh my god, let's go on and see who wins the NBA championship. The Minnesota Timberwolves. And Cat is the finals MVP. Okay, year 3 was a success, I'd say, personal-wise. I mean, they didn't win an NBA championship, but you had Zion Williamson winning the finals MVP. It's time to move on to year number 4. Okay, year number 4, Zion and Ja, they are continuing this rocket. They have got 1 NBA championship. Ja is at a 99 now. He averaged 28 last year. I'm excited to see what he can average this year. Zion averaged 34. So, I mean, where have they actually got the Memphis Grizzlies in the power rankings? That's what I'm really interested in. Do they have number 1? Oh, Orlando. Okay. Oh, Deontay Murray, Jalen Suggs. I mean, they do have a lot of strong players. I mean, they're a very young team. They're just built. But we're currently 4th in the power rankings. Okay, interesting. We're going to see what happens. We'll get to the All-Star break again. See if Ja and Zion can back up their All-Star starting. So yet again, Zion and Ja, both all-time All-Star starters. Lonzo Ball got in first All-NBA for Lonzo. Anthony Edwards also. Kyrie Irving. How are the Spurs going? That's what I'm interested in. I mean, we know the Spurs do have Kyrie Irving, I mean, on the roster now. So I actually am pretty interested to see how they're going. And I mean, 24 and 28 for Kyrie Irving's San Antonio Spurs. That's such a weird signing. But I do want to have a look. Memphis 37 and 17. So we were not the number 1 team touted. Orlando 29 and 25. They were number 1. But let's go have a look at the league leaders as well. Is Zion there? Well, you got Zion Williamson and Ja Morant. So Zion is averaging 30 and Morant 26. So Morant did average 28 last year. It has dropped a little bit. But we're ready for the playoffs. We do have the number 1 seed yet again. So let's see what happens. Okay, so Trae Young, most valuable player. 35 and 9 for Trae Young. So Zion, Trae, and Luka have all won MVPs in this simulation. James Harden, the 6th man of the year. Wow, the Philly Cheesecakes have got to James Harden. But, man, Giannis Defensive Player of the Year again. This man is just a beast. He just does not stop. But Taylor Jenkins, Coach of the Year yet again. I think that's like 4 for him now. We had no one in the All-NBA first team. But in the All-NBA second team, we have Ja Morant and Zion. Okay, that's good. Happy to see them in there. But we're ready to get this through. Simulate the play-in. And yet again, Memphis are taking on the Denver Nuggets. Yes, they are. We've got number 1 seed. Yet again, let's go through to the league leaders. Ja Morant got up to around 27, so he did actually beef up a little bit after the All-Star break. 27 and 10. Zion, 30, a clean-cut 30 for Zion in year number 4 for the big and bustly Zion Williamson. Okay, here we go. Denver. Damn, oh my word, oh my god. 8th seed just knocked out the 1st seed. Oh my goodness. We're out. The Memphis Grizzlies are out. First round. Okay, well, that's interesting because I did not assume that. And Trae Young won the finals MVP and the most valuable player. Oh my god, we went out the first round. That's very, very interesting. Year number 5 coming up, the final year. Final year of the sim, year number 5. 1 championship, 1 MVP, 1 finals MVP to show. I want to have a look at the power rankings yet again and just see where we're at. Cleveland, if Cleveland got Garland, I mean, this is a strong team. Mobley, Jared Allen's at 90 now. The Memphis Grizzlies are at 10, so, I mean, got some work to do. But I'm sure we can try and get that #1 seed and make up for what happened in those NBA playoffs. Let's get to it and let's see what happens in this year number 5, the final year of the sim. Alright, so as you can see, it's Team LaMelo. So Team LaMelo and yes, Ja and Zion are in. They are well and truly in. Every year they've made the All-Star team, so I'm happy with that. Darius Garland is making an absolute move for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We currently do have the first seed yet again, so all those power rankings just don't show anything. 37 and 15 out in the West for this Memphis Grizzlies team. Can we close it out with a NBA championship? Who the Golden State got? So we got Curry, Bouknight, Andrew Wiggins, Kuminga. Wow, they must have traded Klay Thompson. Oh no, Klay's on the bench. Wow, they've really put Klay on the bench. Sheesh. Okay, I mean Charlotte, Jalen Green, and LaMelo teamed up. Damian Collins, you got Hunter. Wow, okay, this is a very, very nice team. Levert, OJ Wall. Haven't heard of that bloke before, but I mean, each to their own. Josh Giddey. I mean, this is a very good team as well. Man, Nurkic just jumped around the league. But as we go through and look at the final award races, Luka, Zion, and Ja right there. LaMelo. Man, Zion Williamson, 10 rebounds a game. But, I mean, he's following. Ja Morant is right there. He is right there. As we go through 6 man of the year. Man, Zach LaVine moved to the bench. Wow. Ben Simmons still at the Brooklyn Nets. Not sure if he's playing. Giannis plays for the Utah Jazz. Are you kidding? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is crazy. End of the season here. Ja Morant gets the final year MVP. So Zion and Ja both won MVPs. I mean, look at that. 26 a night. Basically 10 assists. Basically 6 rebounds. My word. As we go through, Zach LaVine on the Miami Heat, 6 man of the year. Giannis wins. How many... Nah, this ain't right. How many defensive player of the year this man got? He has got 6 of them. 6 defensive players of the year. Oh my goodness. Taylor Jenkins, another coach of the year. Wow, Ja Morant, All-NBA first team with Zion. So Ja and Zion are ready to roll into the playoffs as we simulate the play-in yet again. And Memphis will be taking on Luka and Dallas. Okay, so Memphis got the first seed yet again. How many times we had the first seed? 60 and 22, a league best. Charlotte finished on top out in the East. As we go through and have a look at the player stats. Zion, 28. Ja Morant, 26 a night. These two, an absolute dynamic duo. Exciting. So let's see what happens in this first round. We know what happened last year. They lost in the first round. And they advance. And they take on... Wow, this will be big. They take on Edward McCaw. No, I'm joking. They take on Giannis. Wow, I wonder where Donovan Mitchell has gone. So Giannis is on this roster. But let's have a look. Simulate through game. Oh, Utah on top. Oh, Memphis take game 2. Utah take game 3. Utah take game 4. It's the final year. We've got a simcast. We have got to simcast. Oh, Memphis are out to a hot start. Out to a hot start. Oh, Milwaukee fighting back. Well, this is going to go right down to the wire, I think. Oh, no. Memphis is going to break away. And Memphis break away and win. So, we're going to a game. Can they get another one here? Can they get another one? They do. Can they get another one? They do. They advance to take on OKC. So, Ja and Zion, they make up for that first round exit. And they will now play OKC in the Western Conference Finals. And they sweep them. They sweep them. Let's have a look and see the playoff league leaders. Luka's averaging... that's ridiculous. 40 a night almost. Zion Williamson, 31. Ja Morant, 28. And let's have a look. Simulate through game. Memphis take game 1. Wizards take game 2. Who's on the Wizards? Bradley Beal, Jalen Suggs. Okay, it's an okay team. Oh, Wizards take game 3. Wizards take game 4. No! Not in the final year. I think the Grizzlies may... Oh, I think they're going to try and force another game here. Yeah, they're well and truly on top. Okay. So Memphis are going to... This could go to 7. This would definitely go to 7. Let's have a look. Simcast again. To finish this video off. Oh, they're out in front. So I think we're going back to Memphis. We're going back to Memphis. We are definitely going back to Memphis. Wow. Oh, wow. Game 7. Game 7. Here we go. Oh, Washington out in front. Memphis fighting back, though. Oh, Memphis get the lead, and Memphis just blow. Oh, my God. Memphis is going to win. So, I mean, that's another championship. 2 NBA championships for the Grizzlies for Ja, and a finals MVP for Ja. My word. What a 5-year sim that was. 2 NBA championships, a couple of MVPs here and there. Ja was the 2026 MVP, NBA championship, 2023, 2026. He was also the finals MVP. He was an all-star for 5 of the years. Rookie of the year. We go to Zion, MVP, NBA champion. NBA finals MVP as well. All NBA, it's just crazy. I don't even know what to say to this. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Zion and Ja, would you like to see them team up in the future? They are ballers. They are NBA champions in this 5-year sim. Stay blessed.